Good hello friends, my name is Melanie and welcome back to my channel. So you may hear, I sound a little gross. I swear I'm okay, I just have a mild sinus infection, which you will definitely hear throughout the rest of this video, so I'm sorry. So for today's video, I decided that I would bring you guys in for my 100th book of the year. Now, I haven't been picking out my TBR for the last couple of months, and so I kind of have been reading a bit aimlessly, if you will, just picking out whatever I want, whenever I want, and it's been going pretty well for me. Like, mood reading is a lot of fun. However, I did want to do something special for my 100th book of the year, and so I'm bringing this to you guys. On Twitter, I asked for a set of numbers and then a secondary number to pick out of the books that would essentially be book number 100. And I'm filming this intro after the fact. You guys did incredible. So with that being said, I just wanted to introduce you to the video. In the next few clips, you'll see me picking out the books, and then from there, we'll go into the reading vlog for my 100th book of the year. Now I'm going to let past me take over, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Hello, hi. So you are now in the portion of this video where I am picking out the book. However, I tweeted this last night at around midnight, and I know I sound so congested. Oh my god, that's disgusting. I tweeted this around, it was 11 p.m. saying to tweet me with 2 numbers, and I got 16 replies. So I'm essentially gonna go ahead and pick all of the books that whoever has responded to this has picked out for me, and then I'll do potentially like a pick a 1 through whatever, or I'll just randomize it. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick out all the books. So Rachel gave me 724. 7 is one of the books that's on my bookshelf at my apartment, so I'm gonna wait for that one. But Megan gave me 17, so which gave me The Map That Leads to You by J.P. Moninger. Eleni gave me 4 and 11. 11. I've already read that. Okay, sorry, Eleni. Yours does not get picked. Krista Marie gave me 3 and 9. Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart, which is a book that I've owned for probably over a year. Next, I have 3 and 13. That's The City of, no, just kidding. Clockwork Princess, which I've already read. 5 and 23. Got Amber and Dusk. Oh my god. Amber and Dusk by Lyra Celine, which is also another Owl Crate book that I still haven't read. Anja gave me 1 and 1, which is The Start, A Queen's Thief. So book 1, The Thief by Megan Wallen Turner. 3, I've already read It, Curse So Dark and Lonely. 5 and 29. 1, 2, 3. There are a lot more books than I was expecting. Oh golly. The Night Circus. Somehow, Twitter managed to pick a bunch of the books that I haven't actually read. So this is Trust Me, I'm Trouble by Mary Elizabeth Summer. It's like a crime thriller that I've owned for a while and I haven't read. A book that I bought because of Chloe's video that she did like this. I already did 2 and 24 and 20. By Katie Sice. I believe this was by the woman who wrote The Devil Wears Prada. No, she wrote The Boyfriend Up. And I think I had one more that just came in. 3 and 15. Sorry, Justice, that was, Clockwork, no, that was City of Fallen Angels. Okay, let me show you guys this stack that I have. So this is the stack. What I'm going to have to do is, since I'm leaving it up to Twitter, so I'm gonna tell them to pick 1 through 8. Actually, I'm gonna make it 1 through 9. And number 9 is going to be that surprise book that Rachel had picked out for me. So then the book that has the most amount of votes is the book that I'm going to read. I will update you once I figure out what the results for this are. So it's been a bit since I ended up tweeting about selecting my 100th book of the year. You guys saw the stack. And the book that won was The Thief by Megan Wallen Turner, which means I'm going to be starting a new series for the final book, or not the final, but for the 100th book that I read this year. I know technically my Goodreads goal is already completed, but the 100th book that I ended up reading technically was a poetry collection, but I'm not going to count that. I'm going to count this because this is what you guys picked for me. So welcome to the reading vlog where I read The Thief by Megan Wallen Turner, a series that I've honestly been meaning to pick up for quite some time. I've also been reviewing some things, and I have my end of the year TBR video that I've posted. I still haven't read a single one of these books, so God. chapter chapter 5, which is about 80 pages in, and I'm not gonna lie, the first 50 pages just felt really boring. There wasn't much for me, you know? There wasn't enough that I was understanding. And from the back of the book, it says, when he is invited to join a quest to steal an object straight out of a legend, he's hardly in a position to refuse. I did not get that until literally page 75. So the fact that the end of the synopsis took at least 75 pages to get to, and it took at least 5 chapters to kind of get that basis, felt a little bit slow to me, but there is a lot of political intrigue that I can see getting into this book, and a lot more into this world that I can't fully judge just yet. I'm excited to go to sleep so that I can wake up tomorrow morning and continue reading this. But until then, 80 pages in so far. Nothing like so mind-blowing, but nothing terrible. So I just wanted to check in because Deja just finished her sprints, which you guys just saw. I didn't end up reading anything all day because I was spending time with my family. We put up the Christmas tree because it is officially after Thanksgiving, and though I celebrate Christmas as soon as Halloween is over, we don't put the Christmas tree up until afterwards, and then we leave it all the way up until after my birthday in January because Armenian Christmas is on the 6th, so I don't really celebrate on the 25th, but I'm in the holly jolly season until after my birthday, which is pretty cool. But today I have gotten to page 190, and that's another 80 pages read since yesterday through these reading sprints, and I have a growing appreciation for this book and for this world, but it's definitely one that, like, I know I would have enjoyed a lot more if I was younger. And I find that the main character, I believe when I looked it up, said he was 15. Jen is 15, and so, you know, younger me would appreciate this a lot more. I don't know though, it's a lot of fun and it's moving really quickly. If you can see, the word spacing is pretty wide and like it's not super filled per page, which is what makes reading this so quick. I have like less than 100 pages. I'm pretty sure I can finish this tomorrow. I don't want to say tonight because it is already 10:30 and I'm feeling a little tired, a little weird. I'm gonna keep pushing through. Maybe get to like, I don't know, 2:30-ish, and then I can read the next 50 pages sometime tomorrow. But for it being my 100th book of the year, I'm pretty pleased. It's really easy to get through, a lot of fun, and initially when I was reading the first 50 to 80 pages, I kind of just sat there and said like, oh, you know, this might not be the book for me, but it moves really quickly. It's a lot of fun. The book was originally written in 1996, so it is very much so, I think, a winner for 1996, and the paperback came out in 2006, so for it being that era of young adult, I don't know what you want to call this, I don't want to say fantasy, but it's not like, it's not high fantasy, and it's not like the fantasy that we know. It's very, I feel like it's a very classic kind of fantasy, so I feel like I would definitely keep this book for nostalgia purposes and for just that quick, easy read. Like, I can feel myself getting out of reading slumps with a book like this. So this year I've been really mindful of reading books and keeping them if I really enjoy them and unhauling them if I really didn't. So this is one that kind of has twisted and turned on me. Despite it having a very slow start, it is coming to a great middle point, and I'm hoping conclusion. So I'm gonna keep reading for like the next half hour or so, and then I'll check in before the end of the night and hopefully have this finished by tomorrow. So it is currently 2 a.m. No, I didn't stay up to finish reading this, but I decided I'm awake and quite frankly wide awake, so I might as well. And I finished it. Good hello friends, we have officially made it to the end of the video, which means I've read 100 books this year, which is so huge. At the start of this year, I didn't even think I was going to be able to make it to 100. I had set my Goodreads goal at like 52 or something, so I was reading at least one book a week. And I quickly realized after quarantine had hit back in March, April, my reading picked up like no tomorrow. My channel picked up like no tomorrow. So I knew that I had to celebrate this milestone with a video, and I had to get you guys involved. So a huge thank you to all of you who sent in numbers, but specifically to those who gave me The Thief as my pick for my 100th book. Now, I don't think I gave a synopsis for this book, so really quickly, we meet Jen, who is a very skilled thief. He is known as someone who can just about steal anything, but his boasting ends up getting him stuck in the king's jail. Mind you, very different king and queen. So he gets called on for a seemingly impossible quest to steal an item that the world doesn't even know if it's real. As soon as we get onto this quest to find this item and steal it, the book really starts to pick up. Jen is a character that is both witty, is smart, but is also very emotional and very young. You can really see it in his character where he has a hard time accepting certain things, and he's kind of had it his way for quite some time, and being as skilled as he is, it kind of makes sense. The political intrigue that comes into this book, I think, is very subtle at first, but really starts to develop towards the end. You can really see the diversity within the politics. I wouldn't say there's much diversity within this world. That's not, I don't think, something that the author was striving for back in 1996, and it wasn't something that was considered a hot topic, which is something that for sure has changed in the scope of books and reading and whatnot. Coming back to the thief though, you really do see Jen's character kind of evolve. You see all the characters evolve around him, and one aspect of this book that I was not expecting was some of the fairy tales that are actually in here created by Megan Welland Turner. It adds another layer to this book and to this story and to this world that I don't think I was anticipating coming into, and it was just done so well. Once we get to the, I'd say like last 50 to 100 pages, this book kind of takes a turn that I wasn't anticipating, but was done so well. I had a lot of fun with this book, and though objectively I will say this is not a 5-star read, for me personally, I'm giving it a 3.75 and I'm bumping it up to a 4 on Goodreads because I had so much fun with this. I liked seeing the fact that my reading experience developed from those first 80 pages to that middle chunk and then finally to the very end where I just couldn't put the book down. You guys did well for my 100th book of the year. This, I said in one of my Goodreads updates, is probably going to be a major comfort read, and I can 100% feel that. It's only like 287 pages long, and quite frankly, it's one of those books where it's so easy to read, but it really gets you going. I'm definitely excited that I own the next 4 books in the series, with the final book being the one that I'm missing, but that just came out this year, so I'm not surprised. I'm very excited to continue on with The Thief, and I couldn't have been more pleased with my 100th book of the year. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me on this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below how many books you have read thus far this year. Remember that any amount of book that you read is an accomplishment, and you should definitely celebrate these little wins. I'm so incredibly excited for December and for the influx of reading that is going to happen before the end of the year. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and until then, I'll catch you soon.